All the young girls were looking forward to attending the Alpha Sun's 18th birthday party, except me. I looked at the clock on my bedroom wall, dragging my feet. I had delayed the inevitable long enough. Miles Davenport once, he was my friend. Our dads were best friends, so we spent our early years together. But as Miles grew older, popular, and overly confident, he distanced himself. I became the butt of his jokes, a geek with books, not beauty. My brother Jordan followed him like a shadow, which made everything worse. I went from being their friend to being their favorite target. "Bailey," my mom shouted. I sighed, glancing at the assignment I was working on. I would have preferred to stay home and earn extra credit than attend Miles's birthday bash. But I got up anyway, straightened my simple black dress, fluffed my curls, and went downstairs. Not that anyone was going to be looking at me tonight. All eyes would be on the birthday boy. As always, he'd make sure of it. Mom drove us to the pack house while my younger sister Morgan flicked at my curls to annoy me. "Ah, you want to go home, Bailey boo?" she teased. I ignored her, focusing on surviving the event. "Stop it, you two. Your dad is waiting inside," Mom said, sounding way too cheerful. "Let's go find the birthday boy." Of course she was excited. She adored Miles. She'd watched him grow up with Jordan and seemed to think the sun shone out of his. Yeah, it drove me insane. "He won't even notice we're there," I muttered as I climbed out. Morgan's outfit. She was definitely overdressed. She looked like she was trying to impress someone, and I had a pretty good guess who. Morgan, like every other girl in our pack, had hopes of being Miles's fated mate. Me? I could not imagine anything worse. The pack house was buzzing, music, decorations, she-wolves in fitted dresses. Inside the lounge, the party was chaos. I spotted Jordan, who linked me. "Could have made an effort, Bailey. It's a birthday, not a memorial." Typical. Then I saw Miles, his piercing blue eyes locked on mine. They darkened. Was that his other side? Before I could figure it out, he stormed out of the room. "Get out here," his voice ordered in my head. "What?" I snapped back, confused. Was he mad about my dress too? It was just black, not like I'd worn something wild. "What is your problem?" "Outside, now." That tone told me I had no choice. He wasn't just Miles. He was my future alpha. So I slipped away from my mother and sister, and from the music and chatter, and headed back to the front of the pack house. He was pacing at the bottom of the steps, jaw tight, shoulders tense, looking like a mix of furious and lost. I hovered at the top of the steps, debating whether I should just turn around and go home. Before I could move, he looked up. "Took you long enough," he snapped. I frowned, completely lost as to what his issue even was. His eyes darkened again, that deep blue taking over. "What is wrong, Miles? Do you want me to get Jordan?" I asked. "No, I do not," he said sharply. "I don't want anyone knowing this." "Yeah, okay, that sounded ominous." "I don't understand," I said carefully. "You will," he said with a cold twist. He stared at me like I was some cosmic joke. "I just met my wolf, and guess what? The goddess thinks you're my mate." I froze. "No, no way. I'm your fated mate?" I whispered, my voice shaking. "Are you sure? Are you doubting me?" He shot back. "I'm an alpha. I deserve someone strong, impressive, not a quiet, bookish girl. Don't worry, I'll reject you when the time is right." His words pierced like a blade. A year later, another birthday party for our beloved upcoming alpha. Not my beloved upcoming alpha. I hated him. He'd broken my heart without a second thought, then never really stopped twisting the knife. I still didn't know what I'd done to earn that treatment, other than not being one of the giggling girls constantly hoping for his attention. "Bailey," Mom yelled up the stairs. "Will you hurry up? Do I really have to go?" I called back. "Miles won't care if I'm not there. Your aunt and uncle will," she said. "I am not explaining to them again why you are missing. Do you realize how many events you've skipped this year because you have your head in a book? Yeah, bye-bye. Such a bookworm. No wonder you have no friends." Morgan giggled outside my door. "Go away," I muttered. "I have friends, just not the kind she respected." I put on black trousers and a white tank top. Not that it mattered what I wore. Morgan would comment on it either way. I was counting down the days, less than a month until I left for university, out of state, away from this family and this pack, and away from him. The party was already in full swing by the time we got there. We pushed through the corridors to the main lounge. As expected, Miles was at the center of it all, surrounded by people, radiating that confident, "I own this place" energy. Before I even stepped fully into the room, his voice cut into my mind. "Why are you here?" I rolled my eyes. Didn't exactly get a say. Trust me, I'd rather not be. "You were going to attend your alpha's party? You just asked why I came." He pulled me back as I tried to leave. "Going somewhere? You said I shouldn't be here. I figured I'd do us both a favor." He leaned in, breathing in my scent. It unnerved me. "Just stay away from me. Don't ruin my night." Jordan appeared and accused me of bothering Miles. I laughed bitterly, as if I wanted to be near him. I fled upstairs. I needed quiet. But then, footsteps. Him, of course. "Why didn't you tell me you were leaving?" he asked. "Why would I? We're not friends. You picked the furthest college you could, and you should be thrilled." He growled. "No more seeing the moon goddess's mistake. Maybe you'll find someone else." "You should. I'll be choosing a Luna soon." I stood to leave, but he grabbed my wrist. "Always so smug, aren't you, Bailey? Let's end this properly. I, Miles Davenport, reject you, Bailey West, as my fated mate." The pain hit like fire, but I bit my tongue. I wouldn't break for him. 3 years later, I drove home, degree in hand, confident, changed, no longer the insecure girl he cast aside. Harley barely recognized me at the gate. Straight hair, contacts instead of glasses. He smiled. "You look good." At my house, my mom greeted me warmly. "You look beautiful, sweetheart." Then I saw him. Miles stood outside his home, eyes narrowing when he saw me.